Field advantage, something that has certainly worked well for the Steelers down through the years. Cunningham unable to latch onto that pass at the 29 of San Diego as Mike Fuller
going into the final part of the season.
Meanwhile, 28-7 deficit facing Bradshaw, trying to generate something that could be intercepted. Oh, it fell in an open spot.
And number 6.
Count Dracula, the Steelers. Runs tab. 3rd and 10 for Bradshaw. Completes to Stallworth. Can't break out of the tackle at midfield, so short of the first down. It appeared he was going to free himself 8-7, so they go for it. 4th and 4. Bradshaw in trouble. Gary Johnson got through cleanly. Down goes Bradshaw, and with him may well be the hopes of the Steelers today. San Diego defense should get a standing ovation as it comes on. Now with the Olympics just a few months ahead, that'll be a great preview of our top figure skater. It's one of our better shows.
Watch the stunt here as Gary Johnson comes to the outside. Now they're trying to zone pickup. Number 55, Cobb, actually supposed to pick up number 79. We'll show you the end of that play in just a second.
Meanwhile, San Diego with the ball at the 40, a flag down, and so is Clarence Williams at the 36-yard line. Let's go back to the big play, stopping Bradshaw and gaining possession for the Chargers.
Watch the line stunt now. Johnson breaks into the gap. They try to zone pickup. Number 55, as I said, responsible to stop Johnson. He just broke the gap and is all alone on the blind side of Terry Bradshaw. Actually ended up stripping the ball, although the official had called it dead. You see him right there. Boy, he almost tore Terry's arms off.
With Houston, apparently 9-3. San Diego and Denver, if they both win, would be 9-3. 4 teams in the AFC with the same record. Fumble by Thomas. Boy, the ball is bouncing. Fumbles again. And let's see who gets it this time. The Steelers say they have it.
They got a little fisticuff going over there. Right there.
Ron Johnson and Greg McCrary were going at it.
No, I think it's Blunt. Mel Blunt.
Mel Blunt, too.
Johnson trying to keep Blunt out of it.
I think we're going to have a couple of early showers after that skirmish.
Well, we may well do. But that's, you know, at this point in the game, Pittsburgh has to be frustrated by.
Tossed out of the game. Here's the fumble by Thomas, who had trouble right from the beginning.
The ball drops, comes right back up into his hands. But I think he relaxed a little, never got it tucked away. At 67, Gary Dunn, he gets a piece of him. And 68, L.C. Greenwood just buries him. The ball cleanly loose, and the Steelers get a hold of it. But that's about the time that the fisticuffs started up behind the play. There you saw it right there. McCrary, after the play, unloaded on Blunt. I don't blame him for being angry. Steelers,
plenty of time. 13 and a half minutes left. The Harris give is out to the 48-yard line before Bob Horn can make the tackle. Back emotionally for San Diego, but the Steelers now with a fumble recovery trying to get into the game. Bradshaw guns it to Harris, short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Bob Horn back in his own territory. They still get the ball back. There have been opportunities for the Steelers, but he's denied. Harris does not get the first down. Fred Dean, 71, spearheaded the charge, and Jack Lambert showing disgust on his face. San Diego 49. This could be their last hope. They need to maintain possession and score to get back in it. Harris stopped at the 50. The Chargers do it again. Gary Johnson, 79, with another big play, and Chuck Joel can't believe it. Looks as if he's saying, what was the call? Well, the Chargers. And Fouts, 1 touchdown pass today. Figures he'll stay on the ground. Clarence Williams cutting back inside a block. Gets 3 to the Pittsburgh 47. Steve Furness. Anyone's going to want to sit next to Chuck.
I'm afraid that airplane flight is going to be long, too. We've seen a couple of teams who had long flights home these last few weeks.
3rd and a long 3. Thomas has a block in front. Wilkinson has a first down all the way to the 31 of Pittsburgh. The clock running 9.5 minutes left. Thomas again. Can't get through that curtain. Stopped right at the 30-yard line. Too happy about the response he's getting, almost as if they're not paying attention to him. It doesn't seem to do any good anyway. 2nd and 9. Thomas hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss at the 32-yard line. Now Merlin
looking at the quarterback to make sure he's not looking in. Difficult to get the signals in from the sideline in time to help the quarterback.
Fouts on 3rd and 11 into a passing situation, and he's got a man wide open. Williams loses the touchdown. Oh my.
That Fouts again, not afraid to throw under any kind of circumstances, and here he is almost getting brushed on the backside. Dwight White, pass off, beautifully thrown. Williams adjusts nicely. That was 49 Woodruff that he broke away from.
Hope you'll join us on the holiday. Bradshaw. Harris. Out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Short yard.
Don't admit you've made mistakes, as some football players won't. Impossible to correct those errors.
It's really a good point. Deflected and intercepted. Mike Williams has it at the 18-yard line. Randy Grossman made the tackle, and the Chargers have another turnover. 7 today. That wasn't Bradshaw's fault. That was just a good defensive play on the deflection.
Well, many of the plays, of course, he's looking to get some points on the board. Save a little face at this point in the game. Rifles the ball under pressure from Dean, and Dean hit him just as he threw that ball. Ball tipped by Johnson, up in the air, picked off. Now his reaction. You know this has been a very long day for him, and this is just kind of the capper on the whole thing. Hit right there, throws the ball. That was actually Wilbur Young, I believe, 99, that tapped it. But watch this. He almost doesn't want to go to the bench, and I don't blame him.
Mike Thomas down to the 8-yard line, close to 10. Meanwhile, it's Dan Fouts. 2nd down and 1. Inside the 10. Thomas to the 5. Almost fumbled. He's down to the 2-yard line.
Diego in many, many years.
Matthews and Bauer. Bauer likes to vault. Is in the end zone. The Chargers have 6 more as Hank Bauer, who has carried the ball only 13 times all year for a total of 16 yards, has his 4th touchdown.
Now, what does that say about the San Diego Chargers?
Here's Hank Bauer, the short yardage expert. Just a missile himself as he spears through that.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Now the fans starting to chant Super Bowl. Anderson 9, 15, 20, 25, 26. But there's a good point there too, Merlin, and that is that the Steelers, the next Steeler games, as you saw, will be at home. But a big one at Houston. Rocky Blyer stopped little game. And going back to the Steelers, suddenly they're just one of the boys at 9-3. 4 teams will have that record. Down goes Bradshaw, and now it's a matter for the Steelers that he doesn't get hurt as the Chargers are teeing off defensively. Johnson, Gary Johnson, playing like an all-pro. That's his 3rd sack. 18. Johnson was offside. Bradshaw goes through the play and hits Stallworth, who laterals to Swan, and that resulted in an added gain of 1 yard. But at least the Steelers imaginative in defeat.
They're not going to give it up, and James Harris
comes now for both teams. Dallas losing, now tied for 1st, and Houston will be another interception. Bradshaw picked off by Woody Lowe, and Lowe already has 1 touchdown, gets all the way to the 12-yard line. 8 turnovers by the
again. Boy, he has had a disastrous day. Throws this one off the mark. Throwing to Rocky Blyer, or was he trying to throw deep to Jim Smith, number 86? He did not get it to either one. He did get it to number 51, Woody Lowe. Woody right here going to put a move on Bradshaw, and Terry just hasn't been able to do it right all day.
Fouts is still a quarterback for San Diego, leading 35-7. Mike Thomas ridden out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and the flag is down. Statistics not that great, but his team has played so well. It's been Fouts enjoying the position that defense was. Took his entire offensive line out to dinner. That's one of his traditions on Saturday night. They protected him pretty well again today. James Harris has replaced him. Mike Thomas to the 17-yard line.
That ball gets to be like a rock and simply doesn't travel like it will here in the warm weather.
Harris To Thomas to the 14. Stop Cole there. That'll bring her to hold. 2 minutes left. Bad snap, so Fuller scrambles to his left, tries to throw. It's incomplete. Bad snap. That wasn't a matter of a fake field goal. It was Fuller to nothing.
They missed 4 field goals in that game. 2 of them very close and 1 from about 34 yards. So they did have a chance to get that one too.
Mike Kruzik is now in a quarterback. He hits Greg Hawthorne for a short game. The only time Kruzik flips it out to Rick Moser. And he carries a tackler to the 24-yard line, close to a first down. Mike Williams made the stop. Moser from Rhode Island.
Illustrated predicted perhaps a contestant in the Super Bowl, Dick.
That's right. Paul Zimmerman said they'd play the Cowboys in the Super Bowl and win it. Well, they played like champions today. Of course, it's all their way now with Kruzik and the Steelers eating the ball back at the 10-yard line. Clock is this victory in San Diego. Winners go off joyously where their players, losers stay.
What a tremendous emotional win for Coryell and his Chargers. An embarrassing loss for the world champion Pittsburgh Steelers. But I have a feeling they may be back.
Oh, and how the races have tightened as we go into the final 4 weeks of the season. Now stay tuned
for the Chargers.